Welcome to video 2 of the OpenRefine tutorial series. In this video, I'll be showing you several ways to search through your data, as well as several ways to do both single and mass edits for more efficiency. The down arrow in each column heading contains most of the manipulations that you're going to want for your data. If you click it, you'll find that there are several different options on the drop-down menu. I'm going to go over the options that helped me most in my project. First, let's click on View. Notice that you can collapse different columns in order to magnify your viewing area. For most of my project, I only needed to work with the keywords column. So I used the View tab to collapse all the other columns until near the end of my project. They aren't being deleted, they're just being minimized, so to speak. To bring those columns back, you simply double-click on the column headings, and they will come back one at a time. Now, let's click on Text Filter. Notice it brings up a box on the left side of the screen that displays the title of the column that you're searching. Mine says Keywords. In this option, you can search for any phrase, word, or even punctuation. You can even make your search case sensitive. Remember from the last video, though, that you need to be in row mode. If I type in tax, like I did in the last video, it will show that 2 rows contain the word tax, or a word derived from the word tax. Just like we remove unnecessary columns so we can make our view more efficient, sometimes you'll have rows that you want to remove from view for the same reason. The data I'm working with has a lot of blank keyword cells, so I want to remove those and only view the ones that do have keywords. To do this, I bring up a text filter box and type in anything I know will be in all of the cells that I want to keep. For this, since the first keyword in all the cells is law, I'm going to type that in the text filter box and it will remove all the blank cells and the blank rows that I don't need. Later, when you need to search other things, you can bring up a second text filter box instead of having to replace the first search. So, let's start editing our data. The easiest edit is the single edit, where you hover over the cell you need to change, click the word Edit, type in your new text, and press Apply. This is a single cell change that takes all of 5 seconds. This works just fine until you have dozens, if not hundreds, of incorrect cells that all say the same wrong thing, because that single edit would then take you minutes, if not hours, to manually do each cell edit. And that's where Transforms comes in. Hover over the Edit Cells menu, and if you hover over Common Transforms, it'll show you quick and easy fixes that you may need at some point. Deleting extra white space, switching letter cases, etc. But if you instead click on Transform, this allows you to do nearly any sort of mass edit that you can think of. But there's one catch. It does require a short programming phrase, which differs depending on what you're trying to do, but it's super easy and I only ever used one phrase in all the edits I did. I'll show you that one next. The data I'm working on is the 15th session for the congressional statutes at large. These are the laws Congress made during their 15th session. Unfortunately, whoever wrote these keywords typed in the keyword of statutes at large instead of statutes at large, so they're missing a T, and that changes the meaning entirely. So we'll need to search every cell and fix that phrase wherever it appears, which is a lot of places. So when we click on Transform, a text box comes up for our typing. And in order to replace an incorrect value in our spreadsheet, we type in value.replace, and then we type in the problem word and the word we want to change it to. And then we enclose those in parentheses and we press OK. Notice there were 136 cells that were changed in all of 10 or 15 seconds that it took me to type that change. Let's check our work. It looks like every time we see statues, it has now been changed to statutes. And it looks like our problem was fixed. This is where OpenRefine gets extremely efficient. These are just some easy ways to get started with OpenRefine and editing your data. In the next video, we'll troubleshoot some more complex problems within our data.